Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of the Resistance Glitch exhibition. This is going to be Grimbsy 1, Fate's Worse Than Death. I would like to preface this video by saying, if you have a habit of renaming or deleting files, do be careful. I accidentally deleted my first recording of this, and I don't send things to the recycle bin, so it was lost forever. Do be careful. They're right next to each other. Anyway, let's begin. So, like a lot of levels, this begins with a sadly unskippable FMV. I'm not certain why they went with these FMVs, but it's overall not a bad thing. It does tell some interesting story. So, to start this room, oh yeah, that's the thing. The only real thing of interest in this first room, in terms of glitches, is this door frame right here. Like a lot of doors in this game, you actually can glitch into it. Now, I've not ever been successful in getting much further than this. I imagine it is possible, but more likely than not, if you do succeed, yeah, this is about the furthest I've ever gotten. If you do succeed, there's no ground below you, and you'll just immediately fall out of bounds. So, just another instance of the way they programmed door and door frame collision. Oh, I also deleted my notes on accident, so I have to do this from memory, and it's been a while. I recorded those notes probably a month ago, so I apologize. So now we're in the second part of the level, and one of the most interesting things in this level, it doesn't have any use. Nothing in this level is going to actually be useful. Except for one thing, which I'll get to. I should make sure I know what I'm saying before I say it. This case, anytime you see a door frame like this, with one exception, you can walk in and actually clip through the wall and the door frame. So, usually you'll get stuck here, but it is possible to keep pushing yourself. If you do it right, what you'll end up doing is not what I just did. You can come out on this side of the door frame, you could come out on the other side of the wall. Or, if you do it right, you can end up exactly in between these two walls, which will allow you to walk along this seam you see here. Now, unfortunately, that room over there, the wall actually exists, so if you try to jump for it, you'll hit your face and fall into the void, and there's nothing you can do. But like every one of these, you can do that. You can do it on that one. You can do it on... I think you can do it on this one, but this one might actually be too big. Yeah, I think this one's too thick to do it on. You can do it on this one. I think that's another too thick. This one you cannot do it on. Oh, before I move into that next room, there's one more thing. Also, if you're trying to explore for glitches, some things to be careful about. In this room, there's a lot of potential soft locks. Soft locks isn't exactly the right word, but it's what I've been calling them. Where, like, this pipe, you can end up on the other side of this pipe if you're not careful, and you literally get stuck. The only thing you can do is, if you have explosives, use them to kill yourself. I think you can get stuck in there. There's a couple places around these. And getting stuck is not a good thing, as you might imagine. Usually it's quite annoying. Okay. And then something of note in this room is I'm gonna have enemies come, so they might grab me. I'm just gonna kill them, actually. Not. I'm gonna try to kill them, but I'm gonna be bad at it. What? I melee should have killed him. Okay. These toilets right here, you can actually get on top of them. Let's see if I can succeed in it. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's not exactly difficult. Like you see how I'm wedging in between and it's wedging me up like that? There we go. And from up here, you actually, there's no, like, ceiling here, so you can see out of bounds. You can see into the stalls. It's not really anything all that interesting, and the ceiling's too high to allow you to, like, jump into these stalls. But nonetheless, some interesting things that they didn't choose to cover up. Every one of these door frames, you can do it. You can do it in that door frame. You can clip into that door frame. You can clip into this door frame. You can clip into this door frame, etc., etc. This door frame you can clip into, but the thing about this door frame is this elevator on the other side actually obstructs you. What to be grabbed? I don't know. The elevator actually obstructs you so that you could get a little bit of the ways into this. You see, I am pushing in, but the elevator is actually gonna stop me from being able to push far enough in. And I've tried and tried and tried to be able to force myself around behind the elevator, and I don't think it's possible. Unfortunately, if you do it while the elevator is up, this door that comes down actually creates a really big barrier, and you can no longer even clip through the wall. So now we're on the upper floor, where the first major skip, I don't know if calling it major is fair, but the first significant skip. So we're going to be seeing a lot of these fence posts later. You can usually line yourself up with them like this, and you'll see how I got stuck like this, and you can just start jumping or clipping. That's going to be more prevalent on a later level. On this level, though, it's much easier. You line up right here. You can usually do it just by running and push. And you'll see how I'm wiggling like this, and I just started going through. Now, I'm not going to go all the way through, because this skips some level that has some stuff I want to talk about in it. But for the most part, if you're looking to run this game, this is a very important. It skips probably a minute, not a minute, it skips probably about 30 seconds worth of level. It depends on what you really want out of your run as to whether this is worth it or not. It's super easy, and I highly suggest you learn it. It'll give you good insight as to how clipping works in this game. So that's going to skip a little bit of content. I'll show you what all it skips. So we jump down into the actual level by going this way. This is what I call the laser room. There's just a whole bunch of these. There's like 3 over there. There's another 2 in front of me. It's pretty obnoxious. But in this room, this is another door frame. This one, however, you can line up right here and push into this door frame. And this is probably going to be the most interesting one if someone can find something out. Because if you could get into this one, I was able to do it in practice, but I'm not able to do it right now. But if you got into this one, I'll show you when I clip in most of the way again. You can actually walk along this ground here. And potentially you could clip out over there. You could see that's more of the level over there. Unfortunately, these two objects here kind of obstruct you. You'll notice I went up a slope when I was coming here. And that slope, coupled with the height of that, really give you a hard time trying to get further. If someone found an exact lineup to get through this, I doubt it would be of any use, but it would be really cool to see. There's another clip in this room somewhere using the wall. I don't remember where it is. I apologize for that. But if you just like run around the corner of this room. Oh, right there. There's one. See that? You could usually find things like this. I want to get the shotgun to make killing go faster. Shotgun is not necessarily viable to get here in the actual run. Oops. Whatever. I don't need to kill him. So this is all the content that little clip skips. It's not a lot, but you know, skipping. And then this room has, oops. Oh, damn, he grabbed me. I'd say two things of interest. I'm just trying to kill these guys up there because they're gonna be a nuisance. And I don't care about my ammo. Got him. Oh, there he is. Alright, so in this room, the first thing is this corner over here. Right about here. Here, you see, you could push in. And these are weird. Some of them don't necessarily line up with where you think. Like this lines up here. It's not on the corner. There's nothing you note. It's just where two textures meet. Potentially you could get out of bounds here. I've not been successful at it. This is about as far as I usually get. And that's about it. You see I'm getting some hops there because of collision. This right here is a soft lock. If you get stuck in there, you have to kill yourself. Be very careful. The main way I found out about that was because if you're up here, you can hop on this railing and then on these crates and on this railing, and now it looks like you can make that. Maybe. I warn you, be very careful if you're attempting that. Potentially you could land on that spire and then jump out. I don't know if there's an invisible wall. I was never successful after soft locking by falling in that for like the third time, not including the countless times I missed and had to walk around. You know, do it at your own risk. And the last thing in this level I want to point out, and I discovered this on the first recording. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to happen again. So these windows, you'll notice they aren't actually real. You can just walk right through them. This works on the other side too, but it's harder to get to them on the other side. However, oh, and that works for all of them. What I discovered on the recording is this one here, this third window. If you push into it the right way, first thing is you can actually jump and get your head in the ceiling. I'm not able to do it right now. And you can also clip right through this window. It's pretty difficult to do. At least I haven't found a consistent way to do it yet. It really comes down to just mashing like that. But I don't know how you would consistently fathom doing that, or if it would even be useful. Like right now, you see I'm trying it on this side. I actually don't think you can get into the windows on this side, so I take back that statement. But just some interesting things that exist in this level. So I'm gonna finish this level out. And as always, thank you for joining, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.